5 lights, and we are here for a wet race around Italy as Ollie and LJ both get drive-through penalties at the start. Levi leads, followed by Dom. Lunga's up into P3, Evan falls down to P4, Ollie up into 5th, Gerald Crisp in 6th, Blazer in 7th as the cars come down for the first 2 corners. Do they all get away well? They do, but Blazer's down a few positions. Tony JD up into 8th, AJP's in 7th, Harry Sanchez is in 10th, LJ up into 11th, Sizzling H falls down to 12th, JC is in 13th. As you can see, Levi leads, followed by Dom, then Lugner, then Evan. As we go on board with the leader of this race, Levi, 1.4 seconds ahead of second place of Dom, leading comfortably then here on lap 1. Dom then in second, has Lugner behind him. You can see Gerald Crisp and Evan battling away. Evan and Gerald Crisp trying to gain on Lugner, just like they did in the sprint. Can they find a way into P3? As you can see, Dom goes slightly wide. Now Lugner and Evan and Gerald Crisp and AJP will gain, as Levi has a 2-second advantage over second place. So drivers come down and enter sector 3. As you can see, Dom just ahead of Lugner. Evan now is going to try and send one on Lugner. JC gets a 3-second time penalty, and Lugner's going to go slightly wide, and Evan's going to go up into P3. You can see Gerald Crisp gets past Lugner as well, and there's been an incident, and a safety car has been deployed. Harry Sanchez gets a 5-second time penalty. Well, we're now on lap 5, and Levi still leads. So the safety car is coming in this lap. Dom's in 2nd, Evan's in 3rd, Gerald Crisp is up into 4th, Lugner in 5th. As you can see, Dom making contact with Levi. Did Levi brake test Dom there? There might be an appeal to this race, but right now it doesn't matter as we're back underway. Dom leads Evan, leads Gerald Crisp, Lunga's in 5th, AJP in 6th, Tony JD is in 7th, Ollie in 8th, has served his drive-through penalty. As you can see, Gerald Crisp trying to make a move on Evan, does make the move on Evan, but can he make it stick as Evan holds the inside line? Gerald Crisp loses the position and Evan goes back up into P3, but it's very close between the drivers. Lugner in P5 gaining on Gerald Crisp, might have to defend. Now Evan's going to try and gain on Dom. Levi is way up ahead in front of him. As you can see, JC has had an incident and has retired from this race. As you can see, all the drivers packed up in the midfield as Levi just leads, and Evan and Dom are going to go neck and neck as there's a yellow flag in sector 1. So you can see Evan, Gerald Crisp, Dom, Lugner all in the battle. You can see AJP right at the back. And now Evan and Dom are going to get very close, and there might be contact, and Gerald Crisp might fancy his chances as Evan goes slightly wide, and Dom claims P2, and now Gerald Crisp sends one down the inside and gets the move done on Evan. That's a good move. As you can see, Evan goes slightly wide again, and now AJP is going to try and go up. As you can see, Lugner has had a spin as well as Blazer, and that's going to see Ollie up into P6, Sizzling Harvey into 7th, and Tony JD in 8th. Lugner has fallen down all the way into P10, and Evan finds himself P4. You can see Sizzling H now trying to approach Ollie. Ollie in P5, Sizzling H in P6 on lap 8. Still no way past for, as you can see, Tony JD goes wide. Harry Sanchez gets the move. Tony JD falls down into P8 and now P9. So we go on board then with Tony JD neck and neck with Lugner down the straight. Blazer just behind them. The Williams drivers putting pressure on the Mercedes driver of Lugner here on lap 9. Lugner goes slightly wide, and now Tony JD might fancy his chances round the outside. As you can see, Blazer's there as well, and there might be team orders here. All 3 drivers currently are in the points. As Lugner goes slightly wide, Tony JD's going to send it round the outside. Can he get the move done? Not just yet. The middle line, Blazer now comes across, and now the Williams drivers are going to make the switch. Tony JD lets Blazer through, team orders down at Williams, and now Blazer will try and catch Lugner. Lugner struggling here in these wet conditions here in Italy. Blazer now goes round the outside of Lugner and gets the move done. Can he make it stick round this first corner? He can. Blazer overtaking Lugner up into P8. The team orders from earlier have paid off, and now Totally JD will try and replicate what Blazer's just done to Lugner. Blazer up into P8, Lugner down into P9. So we go back on board for the battle for P9. Lugner continues to struggle here in these conditions as he's a bit of a wobble, and now Tony JD does what his teammate did a few laps ago and puts himself up into P9. Tony JD gets the move done on Lugner and sees himself in P9. Lugner drops down into P10. Can Harry Sanchez get the move done as there's an incident in Sector 3? That's now cleared, and the battle for 5th is going to continue, I shall think, all the way to the end of this race. We go on board of Harry Sanchez, sends one down the inside of Ollie and puts himself up into P5. Ollie's going to fight back as they go almost side by side, but Harry Sanchez keeps it clean and finds himself up into P5. That's a good move there from the Red Bull driver. Ollie, though, staying within distance of the Red Bull driver. And Harry Sanchez has had a spin, goes off into the gravel, and Ollie's going to get back up into P5. Harry Sanchez gets back on the track, has no wing damage, but now Ollie will have some distance with only 2 laps to go. Levi then comes round the final corner here in Italy, here on lap 16. Levi won Bahrain, won Australia, won the Imola sprint, and now wins the LGN Italian League race. GRL Crisp comes home in 2nd, and that's going to be his best finish here in Season 3. Evan comes home in 3rd. AJP, the McLaren driver, comes home in 4th. Harry Sanchez, P5. Ollie in 6th. Sizzling H has a 3-second time penalty, so we'll see if Blazer can get the overtake. He does, so Blazer now goes up into 7th. Sizzling H down into 8th. Tony JD crosses the line in 9th. However, he has a time penalty, which means Lugner goes ahead, so Lugner finishes in 9th, and Tony JD is in 10th. Levi wins the Italian Grand Prix here today. It's his 4th win this season for the Alpine driver as he starts to run away with the Drivers' Championship. GRL Crisp, with his best finish, finishes in 2nd for Alfa Romeo, and Evan, the Red Bull driver, finishes in 3rd. We hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. But before we see you next week, let's take a look at the Drivers' League standings. Here are the Drivers' League standings after today's race around Imola, Italy. Levi's in 1st on 84 points. AJP's in 2nd. Evan goes up into 3rd. Dom down into P4. GRL Crisp is up to 5th. Harry Sanchez is up into 6th. Sizzling H is down into 7th. Ollie's down into 8th. Lugner goes up into 9th. LJ down into 10th. Totally JD is in 11th. JC in 12th. Blazer up into 13th. Jack 14th. And Entire Yoke in 5th. Here are the Constructors' League standings. McLaren are 1st on 100 points. Alpine go up into 2nd on 85 points. Red Bull are in 3rd. Alfa Romeo in 4th. Mercedes in 5th. Williams up into 6th. AlphaTauri down into 7th. And Ferrari are in 8th. Thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you next week around Miami.